pregame show.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and a very special holiday wish from all of us here at 2K Sports.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson and Shaq and Kenny.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, it's
Shaka Claus.
What a festive day it is. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. From all of us here at 2K, Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Nowhere I would rather be on this day than here with you guys.
I got a couple other places, but this is not bad either.
You know
I got a couple other
Christmas,
places,
Ernie?
got a couple other guys.
You know what I got for
other
Christmas this morning?
What'd you get?
Not a dang thing.
No?
I'm
No
Santa,
gifts?
I'm Santa Claus. Santa Claus don't get gifts.
Oh. Well, it sure is great to be here and be watching NBA hoop, isn't it,
It
fellas?
is, buddy. It sure is.
Well, I appreciate the helicopter, Santa, that you got me today.
That wasn't Santa. That was me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Well, I think the game's just about ready to start. So what do you say we go to Kevin Harlan?
Yeah.
Good idea.
I
Kevin.
didn't buy that for you. You got to return it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. The fans are making noise here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Oklahoma City Thunder getting settled in. You look at Chicago, they're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
And looking at Chicago, they've been shockingly ineffective this season. I don't know if anyone thought they'd have this much of a struggle, but the chemistry's been horrible.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, there's been nothing pretty about their performance this season at all, as they tried harder and seemed to just get worse.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Jimmy Butler is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Rondo with it. They set the pick. Lopez kicks to Wade. Back to Lopez. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
Shots good from Butler.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Rondo against Westbrook. Goes up the baseline, and he overshot that one, missing. On defense, the Thunder, their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
Here's Oladipo. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And Oladipo, here we go. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go, Rondo heading to the hoop. And it's Butler with the jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Bulls have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the boards.
Yeah, they were overpowering inside, and you've really got to like their chances, Greg, if they can replicate that tonight.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Here's Butler. The basket good off the assist from Wade. And it's 8 points for Butler.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Westbrook against Rondo. Westbrook with the bucket.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Rondo with the nice dish.
Under trailing by 7. Outside Westbrook. Kicks it to Cantor. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
The Thunder shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
No good on the free throw.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
Good on the second free throw. And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
Here's Wade. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Now here's Westbrook. He had 37 points in the win against the Lakers. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. From 11 feet away, Westbrook with the nice D there.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Kanter against Lopez. Oladipo outside. Westbrook, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Taj Gibson picks one up.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
And both free throws good for Westbrook. Well, Greg, in the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 5. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Westbrook's got 7 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Roberson, defended by Butler. And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Gibson against Cantor. Just 5 on the clock. To the left side wing. And it's Westbrook again missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
That's good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Thunder trailing by 6. Ilyasova, a screen on Rondo. Westbrook against Rondo. Floats one, and it's sent back by Lopez.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Westbrook against Rondo. Butler. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
And so Butler nails both of them.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Now here's Westbrook. 7 points in the game. That's good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick. And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's putting up 29 points a game, 11 assists, and 11 rebounds. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Lopez outside. Wants to get it to Butler and does. That's tipped. Oladipo, the pass to Roberson. Oladipo dishes to Ilyasova. Passes to Adams. He feeds it to Westbrook. Ilyasova sets a screen for Westbrook. Drains the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 12 in the game.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Wade drives in. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's Westbrook. 12 points for him. To the inside, Ilyasova. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Ilyasova's got his second bucket of the game to go. For Chicago, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Wade on the wing. Gibson setting the pick for Wade. Feeds it to Gibson. And it's blocked by Adams. Here's Roberson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Chicago leading. Outside Rondo. Westbrook against Butler. Out to Wade. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Rondo. And again, Chicago. No good. For Chicago, they won their last contest, that game against Brooklyn.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Kept alive. Then Adams with the slam.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul.
You know, Kevin, you can't be pretty, though, with those second chance opportunities. I mean, just put it in the basket.
Here's Butler, following the score by Oklahoma City. Outside Gibson. Shot to end this cold run. Wade misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup. Solid margin of victory for them and never looked overwhelmed.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, actually excellent talent to make it special. And that combination is a winning one.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register one win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
Let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. Second, the Thunder.
Kevin, that's been a nice run lately. They're making a strong effort on the board, and it's working and paying dividends for them.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Laverne comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Payne in for Oladipo. Chicago also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And Mirotic subbed in for Taj Gibson. Westbrook against Rondo. Wade outside. Floats one up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Here's Westbrook. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 5-point Thunder lead.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Rondo kicks to Mirotic. And Butler, here we go.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
Come on, fella. Power it down. That dunk was redunculous.
There was absolutely nobody that was going to get in the way of that.
And not when he's coming in with that kind of force.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. So it's the Thunder now, after the Bulls pick up 2. And Rondo sends it back.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Mirotic's shot is off. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. He kicks to Payne. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Adams, and Rondo sends it back. They get it back.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Chicago making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Butler. And it's D in for Dwayne Wade. Both good from the line that time. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Mirotic, the screen. Here's Valentine. Lets it fly. Cans the shot from the wing. Mirotic has got his first bucket in this one.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Walking with legends here, guys. Look at some outstanding seasons, decades apart, averaging a triple-double in each game over the course of an entire NBA season. Oscar Robertson's 1961-62 season was something to marvel at. And now in our current era, a special player making his own mark on the NBA with the tremendous play he's been showing us all season long.
And that's still one of the most hallowed achievements in NBA history. I mean, we're talking about the Big O averaging a triple-double over the course of an entire season. I mean, to think we have another player with a shot to do that, it really speaks to the one-of-a-kind season he's having. This is the stuff of legends.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Count that one.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Back to Rondo. There's the triple. And that does it for the first quarter. Oklahoma City out in front, ending the first quarter on a 20-6 run. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Mirotic is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's McDermott. Then it's D. And it's Rondo in at the one spot. Now here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. But they'll get another chance. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Rondo. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Enes Kanter. It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo in Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
Now, here's Kanter. He had 19 points in the win against the Lakers.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
And here are the Bulls now. Lopez a screen. Dishes it to Rondo. Again, Rondo missing.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Kanter, the pass to Oladipo. Oladipo sets the screen for Payne. Roberson gets the three-pointer to fall. Roberson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's a screen by Kanter. Here's Oladipo. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing, Clark, the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
The free throw drops for Oladipo. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Chicago also making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic. Butler comes in for McDermott. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Oladipo hits them both. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lopez outside. The 10-footer. It's Chicago with another bucket.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film study, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
One shot.
And you know, back to Oladipo. We always talk about 5-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a 3-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
For Oklahoma City, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
And Lopez throws it down.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
And guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
Yep, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom Thibodeau, and the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often, a winning coach at odds with his GM and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this past season. Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising given the level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team in the way they approach the game.
And when you look at how Thibs got fired, I mean, there are a lot of reasons why a coach can be let go. I mean, he didn't have any performance issues, but apparently clashed in some form or fashion with the front office. Sometimes that's all it takes to be asked to go somewhere else.
Here's Valentine. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Pass to Sabonis. Cantor inside. Lopez covering. Cantor's shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch, and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold, the way that guy gets to the rim.
Here's Payne. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. That's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now, here's Wade. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Here's Lopez, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
And here now the Thunder. The Bulls getting the bucket. Here's Wade. Another shot. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. Number 1, the Bulls.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks and baskets. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious. got a moment to see how the Bulls are doing rank-wise in the NBA. Second in fast break points, fourth in steals. And they're among the NBA's most opportunistic teams. I mean, in terms of scoring points off turnovers, they've carved out a spot in the top 5 in the league.
And you mentioned their ability to score in transition. This is a team that loves to get out and run. And one of the things I like, they move the ball up court with the pass as much or more than anybody in the league.
Now, here's Oladipo. His last outing, he had 24 points. Second shot opportunity. Adams' shot is good.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Wade dishes to Gibson. Back to Wade. There's a screen. Out to the right wing. Shoots it. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Westbrook kicks to Ilyasova. Oladipo outside. Clock at 6. Adams' shot is off. Bulls trail by 3. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Back to Wade, and it's blocked by Adams. Oladipo outside. Unloads from 13. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Now it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Gibson a screen. Valentine. He's covered by Westbrook. The 3. It's hauled in by Adams.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Bulls trail by 5. Butler attacking to the paint. It's stolen by Adams.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
The Thunder have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Westbrook has been great. 18 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Laverne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. Both free throws good from Westbrook.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Now here's Rondo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
And checking out the numbers for Rondo. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging 9 points per game, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Oladipo, the pass to Laverne. Rondo against Westbrook. Rondo with the steal. There's the dish to Gibson. Out to Wade. Back to Gibson. 5 on the clock. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change he had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig, and Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
The Thunder leading by 7. Outside Westbrook. Rondo with the steal. Plays it in off the breakaway. Rondo's got 5.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out of transition.
Plays it in without an inch of room around him. Adams has got the lead back up to 7 now for Oklahoma City. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. There's the screen. Wade against Oladipo. Gibson with the screen on Westbrook. The drive by Rondo. 4 on the clock. Trying to get open is Gibson. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Portis has got his second basket of the game.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. A clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. They've already picked up a number of fouls here, and they're in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet, keeping their hands up, and defending without fouling.
Let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Dwayne Wade.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Unloads from 13. Westbrook, no good. Bulls trail by 7. Rondo dishes to McDermott. 50 seconds left to play here in the half. Mirotic gets the bucket.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Rondo against Westbrook. To the paint. Shoots from 12. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Adams has got 6 here in this quarter.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. Now Westbrook, 21 points in the game. He dishes it to Oladipo. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And the first half is now in the books. Thunder lead by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dwayne, a couple of quick questions for you. What's your attitude right now, and what do you think will be the team's focus for the second half?
Well, I mean, we just want the ball go up. We just got to rebound the ball. We got to get in there as a team, all of us, and rebound the ball. You know, they crash the glass, all of them. But at the end of the day, it's about getting a win. We can play any style, and tonight we just want to figure out how to get a win.
Dwayne, thank you so much. Gentlemen, he likes when they mix it up.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 9 points. Your opinion, Shaq?
They came out with the right mindset. That's what I'm talking about right there. I mean, that's the hard driving offensive approach I like to see. If they keep it up, unstoppable.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
I think they're giving this game away because of their turnovers. I mean, you may not control everything that happens out there, but you do control how much you value each possession. I think coming out of the break, they need to be more efficient to close the gap in the score.
That's going to do it for now as the second half is just about ready to get started. We'll see you later.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
We've got Andre Robertson. Oladipo is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Ilyasova in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Now here's Rondo Gibson. Good on the shot.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Outside Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Kanter. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Here's Rondo. The Thunder making the shot. Pass to Gibson. Right side, Butler. 13 feet away. And the jumper is on the mark. Butler's got 14 points for the game.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
Now, here's Oladipo. 10 points for him. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
He is to avoid mistakes and make each possession count.
And Clark, I agree. The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. And they need to avoid that. And the Western playoffs just, it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. When you look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger, I think.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
And so he hits both.
And speaking of the intangibles for Robin Lopez, he's great at boxing out for rebounds and setting screens offensively. Again, things that there really aren't stats that are kept, but those are ways you can impact the game. And those are the kind of plays that often go overlooked.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And Lopez, or as they like to call him, Rolo, an elite rim protector. Just a really good shot blocker, but he doesn't chase blocks. He just challenges every shot inside without fouling.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in his game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
And what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5'2". I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well. I mean, he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
Payne, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And both free throws good from Gibson.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Now here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game. Payne kicks to Cantor. Shot clock at 6. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Bulls had a good year against the West last season. 17 up, 13 down against the Western Conference.
Yeah, and how about playing 500 or better against every division in the Western Conference? So impressive to think they did so well given how many games some of their starting players missed.
And the first one drops. Mirotic is checked in for Robin Lopez. And Cantor drops them both. It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home, they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
Bulls trail by 11.
And part of why the Thunder were so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home. And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it.
Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Now, here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game. Ilyasova can't hit.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Butler passes to Gibson. Rondo with it. Westbrook picks him up. Rondo against Westbrook. Here's Butler, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
The Monsters checked in for Ilyasova. For Chicago, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Now here's Westbrook. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game.
Enes Kanter. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Chicago making a switch here. Portis is checked in. And he sinks the second. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Rondo kicks to Wade. Inside, got a piece of it. Westbrook, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Outside Butler. Down low. Here's Portis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Oklahoma City.
I like the work they've done at the free throw line all throughout this game. They've been the aggressors.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
He doesn't get the second one.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow. But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Rondo kicks to Wade. Shot left block. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
And they double up Butler. Now, here is Mirotic. He's covered closely. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wade. And the Bulls with another miss. The Thunder leading by 9. Inside, Roberson. And Butler sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. D, he's checked in for the Bulls. Here's Westbrook. 21 points in the game. The pass to Kanter. Payne gets a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls trail by 9. Rondo passes to Valentine. Butler attacking. Taken away. And they're on the break. Here's Payne. Mirajic grabs the miss.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. And you know, Rondo, a strange year shooting the ball last season. For a good stretch, he was shooting the same from the free throw line as he was from three-point range, about 30%.
Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 1, the Bulls.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Chicago. Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Sabonis to the wing on the left. They set the pick. And here's Payne. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Mirajic grabs the miss. Mirajic has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Rondo with it. He has 5. Here's Valentine. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Roberson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's the feed to Payne. To the left wing. Here's Westbrook, and Mirajic sends it back.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And stolen by Payne. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Pass to Valentine. Here's Roberson. He has 7. Now Payne. Outside Westbrook. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Portis.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
They set the pick. The drive by Rondo. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Rondo's got 7 points.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Steven Adams.
LeVert, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wade, he's checked in for Chicago. Bulls trail by 6. Now here's Rondo. He has 7. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot.
Good.
The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Good. Hit. Shooting 1.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Payne. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. The Bulls have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That free throw good from Wade.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Westbrook against Rondo. Lopez right side. 6 on the shot clock. Upside Rondo. And the shot is long. I think you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
To the paint, here's Westbrook. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Kicks it to Wade. It's stolen by Oladipo. He feeds it to Westbrook. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 27. From 13. Rebounded by McDermott. McDermott's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Westbrook against Rondo. Six to shoot. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Mirotić.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grip.
Westbrook against Rondo. Westbrook drives in. Feeds it to Robertson. That 3 off the mark. Bulls trail by 3. Dishes it to McDermott. He kicks it to Rondo. They get it back.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
And Robertson kicks to Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Laverne. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And now a 7-point Thunder lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And here's Wade. Lopez a screen. The drive by Wade. Can't capitalize on the good screen. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Oklahoma City out in front, up 7. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. The Thunder leading by 7. So for Chicago right now, Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Robin Lopez out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Wade in at the 1. Now here's Payne. 5 on the clock. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Cantor. No good on the triple. Bulls trail by 7. Here's McDermott. Second shot opportunity, and it's finished off by Wade as he lays it in. Wade's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Chicago. Now here's Payne. Wade is covering. Fires the 3. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 3 rebounds now in this one. The drive by Wade. Shot from 12. Thunder with the rebound. The Monsters got 4 rebounds in this game. Payne in the post. Wade is covering. Oladipo outside. There's the dish to Kanter. And the layup falls. Kanter's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Wade outside. Goes up on the wing and right on target. Good. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Kanter dishes to Payne. Pass to Ilyasova. Lopez with the steal. Wade drives in. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oladipo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the middle. It's tipped. Butler with the steal. Wade outside. The 19-foot shot. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Jimmy Butler. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Kanter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Check out the game for Enes Kanter. 10 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
That's good from Kanter. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Doug McDermott. And Kanter drops them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Gibson a screen. Rondo passes to Butler. The kick out to Lopez. Left side Rondo. Shot clock at 6. And Butler, here we go. It's blocked. Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. The teardrop falls in.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Bulls trail by 7. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Kanter. It's Oladipo on the wing. He dishes it to Payne. There's the pass to Kanter. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And that one's good by Butler.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Ilyasova, screen on run. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Rondo. And Oladipo kicks to Kanter. And Gibson sends it back. They get it back. Good chance here for Payne. And 3 chances on that possession. But they just couldn't find a way to score. It's stolen. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And Roberson kicks to Payne. Gibson against Kanter. And the shot falls short this time. Bulls trail by 7. And it's Wade in the corner. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oladipo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Passes it to Kanter. The feed to Robertson. Gibson with the steal. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. That's tipped. Wade with no one around. Wade missing again. The Thunder leading by 7. Pass to Payne. Kicks it to Cantor. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, you have to like how he's challenging the defense now in the second half. Getting to the line for a lot of free throw opportunities.
Dennis Cantor. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the Thunder making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Rondo against Westbrook. They set the screen. Here's Wade. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Well, Dwayne Wade in this one, 18 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
That free throw good from Wade.
You really have to like the work they put in at the free throw line here in the half. I mean, they've been really aggressive in drawing fouls, and then they've been able to knock down their free throws.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The Thunder leading by 8. Oladipo with the ball. He feeds it to Robertson. Back to Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Chicago grabs the miss.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Wade fires. Wade missing again. Thunder have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Bulls trail by 10. To the inside. Here's Gibson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in. And, you know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
That's good from Gibson. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Robertson after Rajon Rondo's bucket, and he gets it to go.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Feeds it to Butler. Gibson setting the pick for Butler. Gibson the screen. Wade double team. Clock at 6. And it's Rondo penetrating. And he makes good on the layup. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 assists. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Down low. kick out to Westbrook. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Westbrook's got 31 points.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Dishes it to Lopez. Wade against Oladipo. The shot's good from Lopez.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks. And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand, but freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
And the Thunder making a change here. Adams checked in. Now, here's Oladipo. Some room here for Westbrook, and count it from 19 feet away. Westbrook's got 33 points. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Here's Wade. Goes back up. Up it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Lopez.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's Westbrook. He kicks it to Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. Oklahoma City moving it around. Oladipo for 3. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Rondo with it. Westbrook picks him up. Rondo dishes to Lopez. Back to Rondo. Butler on the wing. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by Adams.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Robertson. Wade is covering. Robertson the pass to Westbrook. The dish to Oladipo. Fades. No good off the back of the rim.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Outside Rondo. Back to Wade. Good D by Westbrook.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Bulls making a switch here. Mirotic is checked in.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Rondo with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Wade. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And that's 21 points for Wade. Here is Ilyasova. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And good on the basket. Book it. And it's now only a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
He's got a nice soft touch with that floater and used it beautifully right there.
.106 left in the fourth. And it's Westbrook missing. A crucial possession with time ticking down.
Boy, they'd like to put themselves in front right here.
Wade outside. Pass to Rondo. Lopez a screen. Rondo kicks to Lopez. And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Roberson. Defended by Butler. The pass to Westbrook. Shot to stop the drought. Nails it.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Wade kicks to Mirotic. He dishes it to Rondo. Passes it to Wade. Outside Butler. Inside, here's Lopez. Yes!
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
who drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Here's Wade. Lopez a screen. Wade kicks to Rondo to take the lead. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes. Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And, Russell, obviously the fans were loving this win here tonight. What was your mindset coming into this particular matchup?
Well, just trying to come out and play our game. You know, we're a good team, especially at home. Did a good job of playing team ball tonight.
The fans are delighted, Russell. Thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's not too far away. EJ?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
When you're facing Westbrook, you're always going to have your hands full. And tonight, he proved that once again. There's only one thought going through Russell's head. Attack, attack, attack. I know that was 3 thoughts, Kenny.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that will do it for our special Christmas Day broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon, and good night, everybody.
São Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se carros falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse.